Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to lunch break with Nate, or snack time with Nate, as we would say. It's a little bit later today, 2 o'clock. So got a bunch of things to go over with you guys. We'll keep it somewhat short and sweet. Nice, beautiful day out there, so you guys can all get outside and do your projects around the house and go for your walks and all that good stuff. So, couple items. So I know yesterday I talked to everyone about doing a uh, doing a partnership to help support some of the people that are working at the acute care for the elderly at Highland Hospital. So we are doing that. We're collecting donations for them to help pay for their lunch or the dinner. And I have the Venmo code here for you guys. I'm going to put it in this comment box, and feel free to share here and there as you see fit. So give me 1 second. I'll put that in there after we're done with the video. Actually, I'll put it on right now. Give me 1 second. Just gotta find it real quick. So let's see. Justine sent me the link today. Let's see here. Healthcare, boom. Venmo, boom. And we'll put it in there right now. It's the Venmo code. And then right below it, we'll put the description in here too. Okay, perfect. Right there. Everything is up and running. So you guys can all jump in there whenever you get a chance and help support a cool cause. We also have other things that we're going to be bringing to the table next week as well. So stay tuned for that. That's a cool tease. Another way that we can help out with local businesses and make it kind of fun too. So I'll be bringing more information about that probably on Monday. Couple other things. We are still showing property. We're out there walking around. We're not out there walking around. You guys are out there walking around, kind of wondering what properties are out there available to show. So there's ways around all that stuff. So as we've been doing now, as I've been doing over the last few days, is there's a lot of virtual tour stuff going on. So you can have links set up for your property. I can show you how we can do that for listings coming up. And we can go over just how we do show properties in the digital age now, when we're supposed to be self-quarantining. So anybody that wants more detailed information about that, certainly give me a call. It's never too late to start kind of planning for when you are getting ready to put your property on the market. And one of the things that I do is the Dream Home Virtual Tour, and that helps, especially this day and age when we're kind of quarantined to our houses, helps give you a great view of the property. I've also done some other methods as well. One of the things that I did yesterday was a Zoom showing. So that means we have reserved spaces for different time slots for your property on when we're supposed to show that stuff. So I will basically set that up, and we email links out to everybody, and we just do a Zoom conference call. The other day I had 30 to 40 people on a Zoom conference call. So the demand is still out there. It really is. And it's just kind of getting around ways to make sure that we're all being safe, to make sure that we're also doing our job and helping those out who need to be helped out in this specific scenario. So with that, we would have Seller kind of take everybody around with the phone. We can kind of comment on how the property looks. Another thing that we'll be doing is taking a ton of more pictures of properties, so that we know all the little things, all the little secrets, and all the little idiosyncrasies of a property. So from foundation to the upstairs, to the ventilation, to all that stuff. Anybody that wants additional information on how I do listing presentations and whatnot, definitely check out my YouTube channel, and you'll have a lot of great information on there. And I can put that link into this link as well, so you guys can have access to that. You can get all the backlog of the lunch break with Nate stuff in there, and there's some information about how I work with buyers and also work with sellers too. So let's see here, a couple other things that we got going on. So nothing new from the GRAR front, Greater Rochester Association of Realtors. They are supposed to be crafting some type of response and some type of added guidelines for us this by the end of today. I know they've been working on it all week. So biggest thing is we are all under the understanding that we're taking our time, making sure that we're being safe, making sure our environments are being safe, and that we're just getting a little bit more guidance from them. So Moving companies are still considered essential, so everybody's got to move. So those are companies that are considered essential. So anybody that has that stuff set on the books, those will move forward. There's also been some varying degrees of home inspectors that are out there. So some home inspectors are considered sole proprietors, some are not. I think what they have done, proactive home inspectors have done, is they've applied to be an essential status, because we still need to have home inspections out there as we're showing this property. So once they get that essential status, they then can be considered essential to the transaction. We still can't have anybody being in the property together. It's got to be one person at a time. So when we do these home inspections, it would be just the home inspector there, and they would go through the property, go through a report, make sure that they do all the stuff that they usually do when they're looking at properties, and then report back to you any additional recommendations on it. So again, all these measures are in place to make sure that we're being being proactive, and we're being making the showing process flow smoothly, considering we're all kind of in remote locations right now. So going back to home inspectors, there are some that have done the actual test. There's some that have not done the actual test. So if you have any additional questions on that, you can reach out directly to me and how we're supposed to engage with those people. Number one rule that across the board is that we're supposed to be doing basically one person at a time in the house. So any inspector that says that they don't that they want to meet you at the property, I would say that they don't actually have the right to do that. So it's very specific when they get the guidelines from the state. So home inspectors are kind of in limbo. The moving companies are still up and running. For those of you that got a chance to watch this video yesterday, I had Stephanie Leonardo, who's an attorney, and Joe Petrelli, who's a mortgage officer. They were on yesterday, so make sure you guys go back and take a look at that video. It's on this feed, but also on my YouTube channel, and that has some really good information about how they're going the extra mile to make sure that everybody's safe in their environment, and the transactions are moving forward. So had a couple closings this week, so that's good. They all went out without a hitch. One of the final walkthrough questions that comes up from a lot of different people is how we're supposed to do that, the final walkthroughs, kind of how we've been doing setting up showings and whatnot. So everybody's got to be on the same page. Everybody's got to sign off on stuff, and essentially we just send them over there. Seller would leave the door open, and they can go into the property. That's what I've been told is the way to do it. So that's kind of where we're at the moment. So again, we're waiting guidelines more specifically on how those are supposed to go forward, move going forward. There's a little bit of a gray area there. So other than that, there's not a whole lot new from yesterday when we spoke. As you could see on the shared screen here, there are a few new listings onto the market. We have 15 new listings across the board. So it is interesting to go through these and kind of see how they are specifically talking about these properties. So virtual showings are to be available, to be determined by the seller. Delayed negotiations are on file. All offers will be reviewed March 29th at 7 p.m. So they're still doing the delayed negotiations situation, which is what we've been doing the last 4 years now. So if anything, the demand is higher at this point because of the people that need to move, people that are trying to get ahead of the curve on certain scenarios. So that demand is still really driving it, and that's why you see delayed negotiations like this. Part of it is for us to be safe, but part of it is also so we can allow as many people to get into the property as we're putting restrictions on showings and whatnot. So, so there's a couple in Brighton that have come up. So let's take a look at some of these. So this is the in East Brighton area, and this is 217. So it's a ranch. So ranches tend to go much quicker than the traditional property, just because there's a big demand for single level living. So you can see my face a little bit. Go. Nice entryway, hardwood floors throughout. Fireplace, like the white kitchen, and it flows nicely into the living area here with a little island off the side as well. Nice use of space. So this hardwoods really shine. So anybody that has hardwoods, definitely want to make sure that when we're photographing the property, that we're making sure that those hardwoods are nice and shiny, and so that they look really appealing when we're making those pictures pop. And I can explain that to people when we do listings. Got a few coming up here, so I'll keep you guys posted on that too. Like a newer bathroom, slates. Looks like a nice roof off the back here. Nice spring day picture in Rochester. You got the the trees kind of just budding, and nice gray sky in the background. So let's go on the next one here. This is in Bristol. Let's keep it just a little bit farther, just a little bit localer, if that's even a word. So Cherry Creek Lane. This is in Greece. This is a newer build. Was built in 2007. So $399 is the list price. Open floor plan with the loft upstairs. This house, I think, was listed last year or the year before. I remember this house. Yeah, island there with the cabinetry and the slate, or the marble backsplash. Really nice touch. Couple of panoramic views in this listing. Not sure if I would do that, but hardwood floors throughout. Yeah, so built in 2007, so most of the finishes are roughly about the same era here. Finished basement, very nice. With the bar, big enough to put oversized furniture in there. And they got a second kitchen down there too. It's a nice backyard. Very nice. Let's move on to our next one in Long Pond. I think we'll stay in Greece here. This will be our last one for today. It's a nice little Cape Cod. Looks like a newer roof. Hardwood again with the wood stove. Wood stoves are going to help you with that supplemental heat. It's like they painted the cabinetries. They're old oak cabinets. Put this beam in when they took out this wall too. Got the barn door, sliding barn door, which is a nice touch, nice and rustic. Roof line is nice. A lot of times these Cape Cods, again, you got sometimes that they go like that, and there's not a lot of headroom. This one looks like it's got some nice headroom on it. Interesting level there. So it's kind of like a walkout basement setup with the garage out the back. Kind of a cool setup. I think we'll end it at that. Again, I got some new information that's going to be coming up probably next week when I do another one of these. As far as showings are concerned, people that I work with, that I'm working with right now, just give me a call. We'll make sure that what we can figure out, we'll make sure that we use the tools allowed to us to make sure that we can get you guys in those properties, or at least be able to view those properties, whether it be digitally or on site. And as new information comes out, obviously I'll give you that information. But anything that looks interesting to you guys that I'm sending over to you, I'm pushing stuff your way as well that might kind of fit what you guys are looking for. Certainly let me know. Give me a call, shoot me a text, and we'll make sure we get those things taken care of. So one step at a time, one day at a time, as we know. I know that they're voting on that package, hopefully voting on that package today in the House. So that'll be interesting to see how that affects everyone. I know the question of furloughs and keeping people on the payroll is a big thing that'll help hopefully smooth the whole thing out as we continue to move forward through everything. But in the meantime, as you can see, there's still demand out there. There's still not a ton of listings right now, so that's a good kind of position to be in if you're needing to move. So there's still buyers out there looking, and I think most people have kind of jumped on to this whole, obviously jumped onto this social distancing measure for health purposes, but also we're all kind of playing this together. So I think what's cool about it is that you see a lot of this new technology being used to really augment our listing capabilities. So it's going to be cool. I already have plans personally on how I can use this stuff when we are actually able to go out and look at properties on site too. There's a lot of cool ideas with that. But in the meantime, those ideas we're using to the best of our ability, and I still think that we're producing really good results with that. So I know I am. Quick shout out to Kathy and John. Quick shout out to Scott for the closings. Congratulations. We're all closed on that stuff. And I know that you guys are all getting ready to do your big move. So good luck to you this week and next week. And anybody else that has any questions, just feel free to give me a call. The hats I have on are for my long hair. Social distancing, don't get cut your hair anymore. So that's why I'm doing the hat thing. But everybody have a great week. If you're in for a laugh, make sure you look at Justine's Facebook page. There's some stuff that we've been doing around the house that's hilarious. And that the videos that you guys will see are again hilarious. But they also will go into what we're going to be doing next week with a little trivia challenge. So keep you guys posted on that. When I have more details, I'll let you know. And I'll give the shout outs appropriate for that too. And I think that is it for now. So everybody have a great weekend. I'll probably pick this back up on Monday again. And if you guys have any questions or need anything, just give me a shout. Shoot me a message. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be able to work with you guys, your family, your friends, and looking forward to getting out there this week with all my buyers and sellers and crafting those game plans and showing those properties. And I'll keep you guys updated from my end. Make sure you look at that link again. I'll post it again on my main site too. And I think we're doing that up until the 31st. So anybody that wants to submit donations for that cause, certainly put it in the let us know, or either contact us directly, or you can go right to that Venmo link and make sure that we get an awesome meal for those people on the front lines and all the great work that they're doing. So have a great one. I'll talk to you everybody later.